You're listening to the Hockey Podcast Network. New shows every day. Find us at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Jeff Blashill putting Gagne out with the goalie pulled instead of Zadina. The man should be gone. I think the writing's on the wall. I think I'm just at the point where I'm good.
Oh, I got a question for you, Matt.
Yeah.
Higher likelihood of being a Red Wing next year, Zadina or Blashill?
Oh, Jesus. That's a whole episode. Let's see. Man, anybody listening right now, please throw in the comments on YouTube.
Former first rounder, still not really producing, but man, look at those flashes he shows. You know, look at those expected goals.
Well,
Blashill?
We wanted to bring up.
Matt, he wildly changed his strategy year to year. And he almost had us as a 500 team until we started playing real hockey teams. Matt, he figured out a way to infuriate you with Verona getting goals, but still being on the third line. But man, what other bold guy is really going to do, much better wins above replacement? Zadina or Blashill, the likelier return next season?
I'm gonna stick to it. I said Zadina. I'm gonna stick with it. Zadina is more likely to return.
Wow.
Right?
Man.
I mean, he's gonna come at a cheap price.
I think that this streak of Red Wing hockey is so bad. I don't know if it's it could be the talent. We know we don't have any depth. I think you could honestly see Blashill come back and Zena be gone. But B-Van is coming in there already. Blash out.
Curtis with a Zadina. Eric with a Zadina. I love this is. Curtis throws out there, Eisman's glare during the Yotes blowout wasn't aimed at Zadina. Great point, Curtis. A+. So here's Bevan, though. He is going to expand that. He says, I meant, he's saying I meant Blash will be gone. Okay, so here's what I thought Bevan was about to say. I thought he was saying Blash will be gone, but if I had to pick between the two, I'm picking Blash. But anyway, B-Van is also on the Zadina train. So, yeah, I think the writing's on the wall. I think the rest of the season is just going to be rough. I think you got to grin and bear it. Don't grit and bear it, Mike. It is grin and bear. There might be a podcast in the Hockey Podcast Network that accidentally named their podcast the wrong name.
I'll give you one third option. Is it? So I asked what was...
I'm going to throw out a comment too. Go ahead.
No, just the third one. Are they both going to be gone next season? Is this going to be a player on the move for Yzerman? And is he also going to be looking for a new bald guy on the bench?
I was going to kind of lean into that and say, if I had to keep one, it's probably Zadina. But if you had to put money down on both of them leaving, I don't think you'd be in a lot of trouble there. Mike,
the only reason that it's a even tougher question is whose fault is it? Is it Blashill's fault for not finding a way to develop this guy and kind of unlock his potential, or is Zadina just bringing Blashill down?
I don't know, but you asked for a bald man, Mike. Do you have
another bald man ready?
Is Paul Maurice bald enough for you? He's definitely balding. There's some fuzz on top. Would you require Paul Maurice to shave the rest of that little fuzz he's got left?
I don't know what it is.
On YouTube right now, because this is Tristan's. Bring in Paul Maurice. If we could call upon Igor Larionov and get him in North America, that would be amazing. I do wonder the possibility of that happening.
Outside of Babcock, the Red Wings have almost said. Remember the New York Yankees would make you shave off your facial hair? It's like when you get anointed as a Red Wing coach, we shave you bald.
He doesn't have much left.
We shave you bald and polish the head. Then you're ready to coach the Red Wings.
This is one where this didn't work out in Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg has had the problem of great support from the fan base, but it's just not a place that free agents want to go. So they have this awful game to play of, we need our prospects all to line up at the same exact time. We need contracts to work out, and eventually guys just want to leave. And it hasn't been working. And Paul, let himself go. He fired himself this past, during this season, saying, I can't make it work, which is just like the most heartbreaking thing. To be that self-aware too, to say, like, I need to go because these guys need a new voice. Yeah, so that's something I'd consider.
I have the quote ready
awareness.
too, man.
From Paul?
Yeah, if you'll allow me some arrogance, I feel in better position than anyone to know that this team needs a new voice. They haven't quit on me, but they need somebody that can get them to that next place. Wow. Leaves with a record of 315, 223, and 62. Pretty good record, man. Definitely better than what we've been doing the past couple of years. Is this another sneaky move where he, maybe got a little phone call from an Yzerplan, man?
Oh,
this says God. The Jets players were stunned. They were stunned that this happened.
All right. I gotta say, that would be amazing. The way Steve walked away from the Lightning, and then Paul Maurice gets the call. Huh? That's all I got. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'll come to Detroit. No problem. That would be, oh my God, that would be amazing. I think I would put on the aluminum cap immediately, and we would own that as our opinion on what happened with Paul Maurice from day one. But we do have some good comments coming in, though. Curtis wants Babcock to shave his head and come in as Prison Mike. I kind of like that. Also, from the perspective of him shaving his head and pretending like we don't recognize him. I think that would be kind of funny. But of course, as always, the opinion of the show is screw Mike Babcock. I hope he never lands another NHL job.
I think that if Babcock came back, it would be more like the episode where Dwight dressed up as Jacques Souvenir and tried to interview again to be the Red Wing head coach. And then they'd be, one question, did you fire a gun in the office? Yes, but I think that would be a closer office analogy there, as Dwight coming back as somebody who fired a gun in the office. Scotty was pretty bald.
I was going to say.
He was George Costanza bald, Eric. I don't know about that.
Yeah, Eric threw in there Scotty wasn't bald. Now, if you look up Scotty Bowman, the first picture that comes up is him not being bald. But if you go to the 2002 Stanley Cup parade, every picture is him wearing a hat, which we all know is because he's hiding that bald head. But yeah, he's got a shiny Q going right now. So I would argue against that. He was definitely balding from day one.
He was an active bald. Balding, yes.
Curtis, Claude Julien. There we go. That's another good one. I
want to just get together a nice collage of all the bald hockey goalie coaches that we could have for our Red Wings. Just have all the bald heads kind of meet in the middle. I think would be kind of cool.
I think this is Eric conceding. T-Money, hair will be gone after one season.
Oh, T-Money, that is an interesting caveat. Because is it that you come in bald or the Red Wings play makes you go bald?
Jeff did have hair when he started. So that T-Money, you might have the winner here. You might have the opinion.
It's like when you look at presidents after their term, you're like, whoa, that guy aged a lot.
After 4 years.
Yeah.
B-Van thrown out there. We're going to head on over to Sweden. I think there's too much hair in Sweden. But yeah, I think we talked about in the last episode.
So this means that we should not recruit Fedorov as our coach because he always had really nice hair, man.
Do we want to ruin that? Jesus. I don't know.
We want to put that hair on the line. In a hair versus
you still want to have
match.
You want to have a nice looking banner raising ceremony. But you want, you want the Worm and Fuzzies to come back. And you don't get the Worm and Fuzzies if you don't see that nice head of hair on Sergei. So I think you save it for after the banner raising. Then you can hire Sergei and ruin his hair. Is that an okay strategy?
I can get on board with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that hair could, had a lot of smoking hot tennis players setting sail over to come say hi to him. So, lest we forget the power of the lock.